So this dish is the soup. The concept of this soup is a bit of an homage to the chestnut vendors, the roast chestnut vendors that we find in our streets close to Christmas. Héctor, explícanos un poco qué es lo que estábamos viendo aquí.
Bueno, en este plato es una crema de castaña muy otoñal, muy de estas fechas que vienen ahora, y se van a utilizar dos técnicas, como es la de espuma, con una espuma de trufa, y la del ahumado, un ahumado con aromas de castaña asada, canela, naranja.
So he's using two different techniques for this cream. One is the foam, so it's going to be a chestnut soup, chestnut cream or chestnut veloute, and then it's going to be topped with truffle foam. And then in Christmas, the first thing you see when there's a chestnut vendor is the smoke and the smell, and that's what our guests will get tonight. They will open this, and there will be a smoke that he's created with chestnuts, orange peel, cinnamon, so it will be a very, very Christmassy aroma.
Nos vamos con lo que es la espuma de trufa, es la que está hecha a base de crema, esencia de trufa y lecitina de soja. Introducimos esferitas para que cree la
So basically
espuma.
This gadget, what he's doing is throwing some air through the tube and then spreading the air in the base cream, and that is producing a lot of foam that will be topping the soup.
Y preparamos lo que es el ahumador, que es una base de madera seca, en este caso es de barril.
Okay, so it's a little pieces of oak barrel, and that when burns is what would produce the smoke. But obviously what infuses that smoke is that liquid there, which is an infusion of chestnuts, cinnamon, orange peel.
Se rocía un poco hasta que coja, los mantenemos preparados, metemos el tubito, colocamos la campana y cogemos el mechero. Le damos.
Right, white wine from Marqués de Murrieta. So Rioja is very well known for its red wines, but when you get a white wine from Rioja, it's exceptional. Okay? In this case, it's a white wine that has a year and a half in new French oak, and that gives it a whole new dimension. You know, some touches like vanilla, spices from the new French oak. They are based on the system in Bordeaux, and they created the chateau. They brought the chateau concept to Rioja. They built a chateau. It's called the Castillo Gai, and is based on the French concept of Bordeaux. So it's a chestnut veloute, a chestnut cream soup, topped by truffle foam. And the idea is when, now in Christmas you see all the chestnut vendors, and the first thing you see when there's a chestnut is the smoke and the smell. So if you want to lift this, so it's been smoked with chestnut, cinnamon and orange peel. And that's why I chose an oaked white wine, because of the, you have some strong flavors there. You have truffle, you have chestnut. So I needed a white wine with a bit of acidity, obviously, but also with enough body to cope with the truffle, especially. So the traditional turkey, not so traditional in this case, because Hector has taken the roast turkey dish and changed it completely and given it his personal touch.
Es muy tradicional lo como es el parsnip y las coles de Bruselas, ¿no? Las he rallado y las he presentado como si fueran unos tipos de espagueti o tagliatelle y todo esto.
Parsnip in this case they are presented in the form of tagliatelle, so it's tagliatelle honey roast parsnip, and then the Brussels sprouts have been sauteed with orange salt and pepper, and then cooked with chicken stock.
El pavo lo hemos cocinado a baja temperatura durante unas 3 horas y media.
Veo que lo tenías envasado al vacío.
Sí.
Esa es la técnica del sous vide, ¿no?
La sous vide, sí.
Okay. So the turkey has been cooked at very low temperature for a long time, as he said, more than 3 hours. Vacuum packed in a bain-marie is a technique called sous vide, which is very trendy now in kitchens and in restaurants. So it keeps all the juices of the meat, so it's very, very tender, very juicy. So you might wonder what the stuffing is. So the stuffing is here. So what he's done with the stuffing is he's cooked it again in the oven for a very long time, at very low temperature to dehydrate it. And then in the recipient of the cafetiere there's cranberry. So when the gravy boils, it will go through the stuffing, it will mix with the cranberry, and you will have a gravy slash stuffing to cover the turkey. Right, so the first bread of the evening is Flagstone Winery from South Africa. They produce a modern style wines from South Africa. They won this year the Platters Award for the best Pinotage, and this is what they call the Velvet Blend. It's an unusual red wine because it's a blend of 3 grape varieties. There's Shiraz, Mourvedre and Viognier, which is a white grape variety. That gives it a very velvety, as the name it's called Velvet Blend, velvety, smooth wine. The tannins are very, very smooth, and that goes very well with the dish we're going to have. We're going to have the turkey, and when eating lean meat you want wines with very low tannins. So another traditional dish, beef Wellington. Héctor, ¿cómo vas a servir el Wellington?
En este caso pues hemos tratado de darle otro aire, ¿no? O vamos a intentar hacer una especie de magdalena, ¿no? De cupcake, ¿no? Entonces hemos cogido, cogeríamos una base de masa quebrada, la rellenaríamos con lo que es el paté de setas que lleva foie, mostaza, vino blanco, cebolla y ajo, a la vez que se hornearía lo que es el Wellington, que lleva la masa de hojaldre, evidentemente, el filete, jamón y una mousse de pollo con foie.
So you got the beef fillet here with a chicken mousse with ham. That will be served on top of the puff pastry base with these sautéed mushrooms with foie and mustard. Okay.
Una vez terminado de hornear, se rellenaría con los hongos, lo que es la tartaleta, y se colocaría lo que es el Wellington encima. Lo recubriríamos con un puré de patata trufado.
So the mashed potato would be the icing of the cupcake.
Y se pondría unas laminillas de trufa. Se le presentaría al comensal.
So some truffle shavings on top. So with the beef, we're going to have Chateau Pontet Canet. One of the big names of Bordeaux, classified growth in the famous 1855 classification. We're talking the left bank of Bordeaux, so quite a higher percentage of Cabernet Sauvignon. And when talking about Bordeaux wines, we have to talk a bit about the vintage. So 2006 was a difficult vintage because it was a very cold, very wet winter. Then summer started with June, July, hot, very high temperatures, so it was perfect till then. But then August temperatures went down, it started raining, and there was a lot of rain. And then in September it started raining again, and it didn't stop. But some of the wineries or some of the winemakers that took the right decisions made spectacular wines. So in the right bank, Pomerol was very important, very, very good in 2006. In the left bank, Pauillac, which is the sub-region of Bordeaux where Pontet Canet is. So here you can see there's a lot more body than the previous one. It's a full-bodied wine. So we will end the evening with Christmas pudding. So Hector has prepared a Christmas pudding for us, but something a bit different, not the traditional Christmas pudding. Is that right, Hector? Es un poco diferente, ¿no? No es el tradicional Christmas pudding.
Una de las cosas que le debo muchísimo a los años que me he pegado aquí en Gibraltar es que aprendí bastante sobre la repostería inglesa, ¿no? Una de ellas es el Christmas pudding. He tratado de darle unos toques entre inglés y unos toques míos, como por ejemplo es la ganache de chocolate, le he introducido castaña, piñones, pasas, ron y un bizcocho bastante, al principio parecerá duro, pero es muy suave.
So apart from the traditional, raisins and dried fruits, nuts, he's introduced some touches a bit different, like for example the chocolate ganache. Héctor, ¿cómo va a estar servido? How are you going to plate the dish?
Se vendría lo que es el Christmas pudding en el centro y ahora iría con una semiesfera de chocolate cubriendo lo que es el Christmas pudding y después con un papel especial que se vende en las tiendas de maíz. Esto que le metes fuego y desaparece y te aparece, digamos, lo que es el postre.
So we'll keep that as a secret for our guests, because the Christmas pudding will be covered by a sphere of chocolate, so it would be almost like a Christmas bubble. And then over it the guests will pour a whiskey sauce, which is made with fantastic single malt whiskey Glenfiddich. The idea is when the guest pours this sauce over the chocolate will melt and the Christmas pudding will appear. Dessert wine, and I've chosen an ice wine. It's a wine that the grapes need to be picked when they're frozen on the vine. So what happens is that what freezes is the water, and when they press, it has to be quickly picked, quickly pressed. So when they press them, the water stays behind because it's frozen, and all the juices come out, all the essence of the grape. So it's a very sweet wine, and it's a very delicate procedure to produce this fantastic sweet wine. So we hope you all enjoyed this evening, and here's to a fantastic Christmas and an even better 2020. Cheers.